Welcome, anime lady fans. How you guys doing? LegendDVash as always,
SamTheMangaMan.
and we're doing a live reaction of Hiro Mashima's work of Eden Zero, Chapter 85, Our Future. We have here in the cover page our Oracle of the world of Eden Zero, and it's pretty interesting to where this chapter will lead off to. Since last week we were back in time. We don't know how long, or how much, but we know it's definitely more than 7 to 8 days. So we know some time has been back and brought and saved for us from Rebecca with her cat leaper, right, Sam?
So most likely it is the 8th phase, because
Yeah.
literally the same. Because when the start of this arc, we see Rebecca waking up in bed, naked, sweaty, and they all thought that it's because she fainted in the showers and bath. But nope, it's because she went back to the past with her leaper ability.
And if people have seen most time movies or any time travel movies, stuff like this always were meant to happen. It's just called a time paradox, where stuff like that, when you see it redo again, it means that it was always meant to happen. So it's pretty interesting when stuff like this or stories like these get done, because it's very intriguing of how they get tackled, and it depends how it's tackled if
Agree.
it gets executed well. So it's very interesting about that.
No, I definitely agree. And Eden Zero, it's not the first time they've touched in time before, but they treat it as a giant monster worm-like thing is
Yeah.
eating time or destroying time, and but everything else seems okay. But everything that happens with it is fine. But
100% agree. It's like the concept of temperature has been established already in the world of Eden Zero. So it's not something as an ass pool like Hiro Mashima has done his other work of Fairy Tail and
yeah,
Rainmaster or stuff like
it's
that.
been explained and
Yeah.
everything. Like we've
So I'm
seen
very
the
happy about
planet
that.
going back to the original before all the wasteland technology to a beautiful garden with water, luscious greens, and everything like that. And then we have a planet that went 50 years in the past, and now a younger version of a doctor is traveling with other companions.
Yeah.
And
So it's
now,
definitely
like,
is possible for
it's
sure.
possible. Like, it's all possible. So I can't wait for what's going to be explained and what's going to be going on with Rebecca's Etheric Gear powers.
So definitely, guys, before we start, I just want to give a quick promo plug that if you haven't checked out our most newest recent episode of the Anime League podcast, our first episode that we went live, hopefully you guys check that out. And also, if you want more live content like this, please let us know in the feedback in the comment section below. If you want our manga reaction to be live as well, to stream it, even if it's late at night, but you could watch it another day and things like that. We want your feedback and anything, so you guys could comment in the comment section below or in the chat while we're live during the review. So your comment, your feedback, Mark. So we want to know what you guys think about that. Other than that, guys, like the video as well. It's gladly appreciate to know that we entertain you and also helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And Sam, what did you do if they want more anime content?
Subscribe!
And on that, guys, press the bell notification if you're going to be notified every time we upload videos. And on that, guys, enough of the chit chat. Let's go on with the first page of Eden Zero. Right here, we have Rebecca waking up, and Sister Iris is looking. Are you okay? She's like, where am I? My room, also the infirmary. It's got she's bullshing out. And Sister, happy sister. Wow, what's got into you? I had the scariest dream. It was so real. I'm so glad it was a dream. It was a dream. It was a dream, wasn't it? Sister, is everybody okay? How are Shiki and Weez and Homura? They're fine. She's like, so how long was it out? About half an hour?
It was a pretty eventful half hour. You remember we were being followed by that mysterious giant warship? We managed to shake them up, but I guess they weren't ready to give up their back. What? This is familiar. When Shiki found out about it, it's just like what happened in my dream. They're hounding our ship, and I don't like it. Please, Great Demon King, wait. Where's Shiki? He's still on the launch deck. Happy, get Pino. Ay, maybe it was just a dream, but oh, she doesn't have any time to get any clothes, but she's already putting on that blanket,
Rope.
let's say, not even a towel.
Towel? Let's just say that.
But Master, I have a transmission from Miss Rebecca. Rebecca? She's awake?
Yo, Rebecca, you okay? What are you wearing? We're like,
Right?
huh? What, wow, that's definitely a nice etchy scene. I didn't read the other lines, but wow, that scene is so etchy. Sorry, guys, I got distracted. This is really they can fight alongside of us. They're all okay. Thank goodness. Up my boobs, I will grab hers and does the titty fuck. Hey, everybody, don't go out to fight. I need you to listen to me. And Shiki's up there looking. Please, meeting room, a dream.
But it felt so incredibly real. I can remember the fear and the pain like I was actually there. In my dream, we lost a Draken and he killed Shiki. Huh?
Oh wow, so she's
That is a
telling them.
bad dream.
Wow.
But just a dream, right? I hope so, but I had a really bad feeling about this. That's why I stopped you. Indeed. So you think it was precognitive dream. It's never been scientifically proven that anything like that exists. But if we would assume that Rebecca has gone back in time, that might explain it. Everybody's
Gone.
like shocked or like gone back.
This is why I like her so much. Oh my god, Hermit, you're smart. You break it down where it's not just a dream. Nice. All right, going back in time. Remember how it felt when your ethnic gear powers awaken on Sunjul? If we hypothesize that the feeling indicate the true nature of those ethnic gear powers, then it's possible that you experience some event in the near future. If we and then come back into this point in time, you mean a time leap. Thank you. A time leap
Okay.
must go time. Not they mentioned we did to take a slight change in later Rebecca Ethel while she was unconscious. In other words, her Ethel was altered when her consciousness from the future overrode her consciousness in this time. So time really went backwards. We could call her a chronophage. Okay, that's a horrendous name. Yeah, that's a bad name to use. But the difference is that a chronophage turns back the time for an entire planet. And the targets don't know it happened. They don't keep the memories. Like Weez, I don't want old man memories. Rebecca's timely only brings her back to the past, and there's like a likelihood that she has retained her memories. I like the way Hermit's explaining it. It really makes
This
it
is
feel
really
like
good, better explanation. I like it much
the way it
more.
reminds me of some type of Back to the Future explanation, even though Back to the Future time travel logic kind of got old. After years later, it makes what it happened redundant, but I was talking about that in the review.
I
But
mean, like I get that. Like, well, yeah. Then what I saw was the future. So that's about to happen. It's only a possibility. With a chronophage, those outside the planet can observe when a change has happened. For example, those not on Norma could tell that it had gone back 50 years. I've explained this in the beginning of this video. But with Rebecca's time leap, no one but Rebecca can observe it. In other words, this is all hypothetical, and it would be difficult to prove. Huh? If there's something you saw later that we can check out now, of course, Libelia, that beekeeper Billy, they had captured Libelia. And we go into her channel. I dumped some gross, smelly soup on a woman who got so carried away she thought people actually care about her videos. New upload. Such a cruel title. That's a fucking long ass title if you ask me.
that's the too long title is.
She hasn't updated in a whole week, but Libelia usually posts a new video every day. All right. She calls one of her other Cuber friends.
The Beecubers.
Beecuber, thank you. Coach Paul. Becky, long time no see.
Becky, that's a whole wrong name. Do you know what Labilia is up to? Hey, I haven't seen her in a while. You know what is with the policy change BQ wrote out this month? Malicious users like Labilia don't get any more ads on the videos. Huh. It's just like YouTube. Got it. Thanks, Coach. Okay, she just leaves like that. So she hasn't updated her social media in a week either. Did they get her? Then that means everything I thought was a dream might really happen. What do we do now? We can't beat Draken, but I can't just abandon Labilia. Even after she was so mean to you, we used to be friends. Weiss is just looking. And Labilia was captured because of me. So I just can't sit and do nothing. She was put you through a lot of pain as a she. Haha, look at that. That's what okay, there's a flashback. Oh no, future flashback ish. Okay, that's confusing. What do you mean? Well, it's complicated between us. If she's Rebecca's friend, then she's my friend too. Oh my god, well, Shiki's bullshit again. Shiki.
Let's go rescue her. But this is a guy you'll never beat in a fair fight. Exactly, a fair fight. Indeed, when we have information about the future, we have but to use it as our weapon. But I don't know if I'll be able to time it again if we lose. We won't lose. There's no greater weapon than information. Okay,
That
then
is
I'll
very
tell you
true.
everything I know. Time for a strategy meeting.
Okay, that was dope. All right, so the whole okay. Oh wow, they already came. What the? As part of the Eden Zero ship has been damaged and disabled. How? It's them, the ones who use Draken's power to aboard our ship. Well, here we are, gunmen. What do we do about the crew? Kill them all. Don't break anything that looks valuable, Maria. The little I thought they would came because we invaded their ship, but looks like they were going to break in either way. So far everything's following the future you saw. But guess what? From now on, it's going to be.
It's going to be our future.
Sorry, Sam. I just got in the moment there. I was getting hyped with that. My fault. But live reaction and for chapter 85, let's get straight to the review, guys. So, Sam, what did you think about it? I love it.
I love it too.
I love the explanation. I love it.
I'm really glad that they explained the entire time concept and the whole traveling thing and her abilities, because not many anime TV shows or manga even explain the whole time paradox concept. They could just, oh, he time skipped. Oh, okay. I guess everything that you do would change the future or change the past or whatever, and don't fully explain it. Like, wait, that's it? You're not gonna
And
go more
plus,
details into this because there's
and
a lot of
plus,
information about this.
I like I like the way Hermes says it as well. It's like it's a possibility. We can't say it's for sure,
Hmm.
but then they broke it down in the barriers of what it is. Barrier one is because of her ethnic gear. Barrier two is because of what happened to her um back in Sun Jewel.
Hmm.
Barrier three is because she didn't technically skip time or went into a whole different type of dimension or anything like that. Is that she brought herself into a different point in time. She's just the same person, but just remembers what happened in the future. So it
Agree.
really explains it very well. But I felt bad for her to get that name. We could
Self
call her a
chronophage.
self chronophage. I really
I
felt bad
think that's
about
kind
that.
of a badass name, if you ask me. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Because
but
with
if you
chronophage, we can't really explain what they are. They're just like weird, phenomenal creatures that just somehow that lives in space and do
Sam,
what they need to do
have
from
you
that.
have you ever seen Star Wars Rebels? No, right?
Mm. No, no, no,
No,
bros, no.
I was gonna talk about the whales because they have some whales in Star Wars Rebels where
Mhm.
they eat time as well, but they also don't bother people. But if you bother them, they will just eat you. But you just get teleported in a different time and space. You could go from 100 years to 2,000 years in the future or past. So something that reminded me of like something like the chronophage. So something very similar to me like that. That's why I
Well,
was like,
yeah,
huh,
well,
very
that's
similar.
what I'm. Well, I mean, either way, like that kind of makes sense with comparing the chronophage to the whales, like you said. Like they won't hurt anybody. They're just there, like it's nature, like it's second nature for them to
Yeah,
just be in space to eat time, and it's not always a bad thing because they also explain the planet that they were in that got transferred 50 years to the past, where the planet was much nicer and less dirty environment and that sort of stuff.
true.
Side note, people wash your hands. But for sure, I think it's cool that the time leap is just like the chronophage time.
It
Nobody
is
remembers anything. Rebecca has all this information about the future, and
true.
right now they're using it. And what's the best point? What's the best thing to have in the middle of a battle and war? It's information, and this
That's
stuff
what
can prove it.
I was just about to lead into that, and that's my favorite line throughout the whole chapter. Is because of one thing that happened last year with my favorite anime of Dr. Stone. He said himself, our man Semko said himself, "There's no better weapon than information." It's because with information you have the advantage, and that same thing our Professor Wee said himself. We won't lose because there's no great weapon than information, and that's so true. Information, as how little it can be, one information will give you the slight edge of advantage, and that's something very that can make a big difference into you fighting your opponent, and that's what's going to be against Drake and Joe. So I really am curious to see about the round two against Drake and Joe's foes and see how could they win and everything because
At
we know
least,
how
and
powerful.
also know that it's not going to be a fair fight, which good. If you know that you can't beat the opponent, don't fight him fair. Like, take as much advantage as you can to fight him because we know his entire crew is OP. Either try to run away or you try to at least like shorten down their people and run and hit. Like, do guerrilla tactics of running and then attacking your
So
opponents.
now the question is, do you think they will lose again and there will be another cat league, or do you think that will be reusing the type of concept?
I think it's more like using the time leap, the leopard leap.
Yeah, the
That's what
cat
they
league.
explain during battle. Like she did it before in Sun Jewel against the other big YouTuber that literally was incorporated here.
Yeah.
And like she used that ability and she didn't know it, and she was able to block or to dodge the attacks, and she was able to fight back with it. I don't think it's too far off for Rebecca to be on a sideline, or if anything, tell Shiki or Weeze or anybody, be like, yo, watch out for this, watch out for that, because I've seen it and it's very effective. You can might die from this. So move this over here, move over that or there. It's
It
good
kind of
information.
reminds me of her power usage of the current season we're watching and plus reacting to Darwin's game. The
Hmm.
girl on the short girl that could see things
Oh,
like,
analyst, the
yes,
analyst
her.
girl.
The girl could see it a good 20 seconds ahead in the future, but instead is seeing it backwards. So if Rebecca sees what's gonna happen, but but then cat leave, 25 seconds before it happens. That would be pretty interesting of how it's done, but also to see it done in the manga. I'm really interested how Hiro Mashima will convert that into the series itself. So if he executes this right, this might actually be a great power and usage very well.
And like the thing about them having to save Lobelia, honestly, I would have just said, "Fuck that girl." Her and her stupid
That's the
prank
one
video
thing.
and her long ass titles and shit. Fuck that
That's the
girl.
one thing I was gonna give me my con at the end. If this is our last discussion, that's my con, because he said, "Hey, if she's Rebecca's friend, then she's my friend too, and let's go rescue." I'm like, "Bitch,
But
you know how many sisters?"
that's typical Hiro Mashima though.
I'm like, "I'd rather let this girl die. I'm good."
She
Like,
good. She know what she's doing. And
that's hurtful. Fuck that.
another good thing about that is that we hear that BCubers who do malicious stuff will not get ads on their videos. Good.
All right, good for
Like
her then.
good.
She get her money,
Yeah.
because like that's not the con about me, but that's the way Hiro Mashima likes to write his character style. So I cannot knock it. My preference, I don't like it, but I have to respect his writing work. He has made this series popular. He knows what he's doing, and for his character, he likes it like that. So I cannot knock it.
And like we're gonna eventually learn about more Rebecca's past with Lobelia's past because
Number
as you
29
said,
as well.
we used to be friends exactly. So it's probably another device for a backstory for Rebecca. So that's okay. We
I'm very
kind
curious
of
about
need to
that.
know more about Rebecca and her backstory besides her and Happy and the accident and stuff like that.
Yeah, because we know about Shiki, Wiz, we know about not much about the witch, but we know about Sister Ivy, Hermit, we know about Homura. So the ones that we need to start about the crew wives is Rebecca herself,
Mhm.
happy of how they, more backstory about them as a group, and also about the witch. So we need those two information, and then that's a good backstory of the whole characters already that we kind of wrap up already. So
Agreed.
I'm
Agreed.
pretty interesting of how the next 15 chapters before we reach the 100 benchmark will go. So I'm curious about this. So I'm good with my thoughts. How about you, Sam?
I am good too. This was a good chapter to read, and it's a good review.
All right, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below. Well, what do you guys think about the chapter? Let us know your feedback. If you want live reactions, live stream for us to have a discussion with you, your thoughts about it. Let us know in the comments down below. Your thoughts and feedback matters. Thank you very much. And like the video as well. Gladly appreciate you know that we entertain you guys. And Sam, what do you do if they want more anime content?
Subscribe.
And on that, guys, press the notification every time we upload the videos. And other than that, guys, see you guys next time. Let's go to the future and to the past.
Peace.